Hello, everyone. I just want to let you know we're going to be starting the Q&A in just a little while. I'm going to make sure you're muted on the in the room so that Aram can talk, and we'll get started here right around 8 once he gets into the room. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm going to mute everyone just preemptively, and then whenever you guys need to talk. Or we'll use the chat, whichever. We'll kind of decide when Aram gets in here. So, Sagan.
Hey, Michael.
Just want to let you know that people are in the room, and they're muted, but when we take questions, we'll unmute the people that are going to be joining.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. We're just waiting on Aram. Whenever he gets in here, we'll probably in like the next couple minutes get started. Hello, Aram. It looks like you're muted in here. Just a heads up. There we go.
Hello there. How are you?
Good. How are yourself? Yeah, we do have several people in the room already. They're muted currently, but we can take voice questions once we get past your opening remarks. But yeah, we still have a couple minutes till the start time. Just want to give you a heads up.
Okay, great. I'm the only one with a goofy background, huh?
Yeah, I just have the office as my background.
What's that, Michael?
I just have the office as my background.
Yes,
so.
yes.
All right, just admitting people in.
Hello, Dave. And hello, everyone. All right, it's 10:59 ET right now. Well, it just turned to 11. So, Michael, I'm ready to start when you are.
All right, well, let's get it started. So yeah, just wanted to welcome everyone to our July Q&A here with Aram. It's meant for a lot of bar restaurant owners, kind of to ask questions about what's going on here at Buzztime, as well as Aram to kind of give a synopsis of what we've been working on and kind of what's going on in the future. So Aram, I'll kind of let you take the lead, and then we will get to questions after that.
Great. Thank you, Michael, and thanks everyone for joining us here. This is mostly for customers, bar owners who currently have Buzztime or those contemplating subscribing to Buzztime. So that for the current subscribers, they should know that we are no longer sending out tablets for site PCs. And we will be forcing requirements going forward, just like we said in the last call, that June was going to be the last month for that. BGN, the Android-based new system, is incredibly far superior to Sight PC. It offers many more games. It's in a small Chrome box that is built for the future. The Sight PC is on a Windows XP platform and has been waiting for retirement for years. The tablets are old and custom. A bar owner doesn't have to subscribe to a premium plan that has our tablets, but when they do, the tablets are fresh from the Lenovo factory and off the shelf. That's great for bar owners because the batteries are brand new, and so they're bigger, so it's better for your customers. They like it more. We are even still have 11-inch tablets that we're going to be giving out to those that upgrade first, but we're running out of 11-inch tablets, so you've got to hustle. The tariffs did cause the increase, and so we will still offer bigger tablets than what we have for Sight PC, but they won't be the 11-inch, they'll be the 9-inch. So if you want to offer your customers an 11-inch tablet for the next 3 years, you better migrate right now. And we will be, every tablet will never be over 3 years old. So once they get 3 years old, and this is the benefit to being an off-the-shelf tablet, is we could just sell them. There's a huge market for used off-the-shelf tablets, and we'll just sell them. So ideally, we won't ever get caught in this problem that old Buzztime had, where they had delusions of grandeur and wanted to take on all the point-of-sale systems and therefore needed a customized tablet. We just want to we want to offer you, our customers, games for your customers, and for that we only need your standard tablet that you might see in Best Buy. So that's the big change, and that's why it'll benefit everyone. We do not offer one of the big, and this is again just for current customers. When the Sight PCs started to get old, the old Buzztime also lost Buffalo Wild Wings as a customer. This is before COVID. So Buffalo Wild Wings returned thousands upon thousands of tablets. And as a response to that, there wasn't much of a market for them. So we just started basically replacing tablets when customers needed them. We will not continue that because these are fresh new tablets. They are priced as if you would price a car lease. So when you lease a car, or someone you know leases a car, you're expected to return it with normal wear and tear. That's all. If someone steals your car, you've got to replace that. So if someone walks out with a tablet, you got to replace that. If someone breaks it, you got to replace that. And that's why we have the deposit. Remember, Buzztime is not profitable right now. So we have to change things around in order for it to get profitable. And those replacements were never part of our contractual obligation. It was a mixture of goodwill and just common business sense. We had all these tablets, and it took us so long to replace the games and make them modern, which basically means putting them in the cloud, that we thought we would just go above and beyond our contractual obligations. But our contractual obligations are now effectively like a car leasing company, where we accept normal wear and tear, and everything else goes to the deposit, comes out of the deposit. So if the customer doesn't want to do that, of course, they can always just have the BGN only, and what we call the BYOD, bring your own device. The customer brings his own device, and these are, like we said, these are available on off the shelf, so you can the customer or the player can get a tablet on his own, and they're really quite cheap. You can find them on eBay or Amazon, and just download our apps. All right, so that's about the site PC transformation. The other issue I want to bring up is, and what is really awesome for BGN, is our integration with point of sale systems. So remember, we don't want to be a point of sale system. We want to be a partner of them because it makes the game more fun, and therefore your players will drink more beer and eat more burgers. So we have our first iteration of our integration with point of sale systems, and it's called Buzztime Bar Hero, and it's really moving well. So when you, as a player, win a tournament, your bar owner, the bar you're a customer of, can empower you to spin a roulette wheel where the landing spots are all different discounts at the bar. Could be buck off Bud, 50% off wings, 90% off something you had in the back of the house that's not selling. And that goes to everyone in the bar. So we integrated it with all the major point of sale systems. And there's something called a Buzztime discount, and it's basically one round. The whole bar gets the discount for, X minutes, whatever you want, but usually 10 minutes. And you can do it any way you want. You could just do standard small discounts, clear out inventory in the back of the house, or do a promo deal with a distributor who wants to promote a certain beverage. And we call it Buzztime Bar Hero because, of course, anyone who wins a game that will get a discount for the whole bar will be a hero. And that's radically new and only available on BGN, and only possible because everything's in the cloud. So that's something that another motivation for everyone who never, doesn't want to migrate, doesn't want to spend a few minutes migrating. We had one person to play a game with a partner who does this, and they sold 227 drinks in a month. And so the economics pencil out very nicely. And if anyone wants to do that and has good results, we'd love to get endorsements from you, and we'll market you on Buzztime, and hopefully you'll get customers of Buzztime Bar Buddies, the players, coming down to you. Let me know. And then we also have Bingo is ready to launch, and that's just starting with traditional numerical bingo. And it looks great, and it's just another game that we can provide to you that makes the cash on cash return for you great, and makes your players have fun who don't want to play trivia. It's sometimes a different audience, but again, what we want you to do is make as much money as possible from the subscription fee that you give us, and it's not necessarily just plain trivia. And the last we're doing is Ballpark Power, which is the QB1 equivalent for the MLB. You, the player, predicts the offensive power of an inning. We have a point structure of what a single is worth, double worth, and so on and so forth. And then we have different props during the game as well as trivia. And if you notice, if you have been playing that, we've been offering gifts like a $5 bar tab subsidy. So once someone tops the leaderboard in a game, it's we're covering every MLB game. This was last week. We would and you would fill out the form. We would just email you and prove that you were in the bar, which we can tell. We'd email you via Venmo or PayPal, $5 US. This week we're doing something else where we have these Hercules Silver Challenge coins that we are giving for the weekly winner of who wins the most of our new currency called the Buy Me One, BMO. So if you play any of the Buzztime Bets games available now, and you are the winner of the BMO prize, you'll get a Hercules Silver Challenge coin, which we're selling for $49.99 on Buzztime.shop. And on .shop, Buzztime.shop, you'll on the subject of that, you'll be seeing more and more integrations and promotions, either through the frequency of how many times you play or just randomly. We're just going to deliver coupons to our Buzztime players. If you notice in Buzztime Trivia, we are now able to message you you do have to upgrade to it, but we message when the big tournaments are and when promotions are. And pretty soon we'll be having the BMOs on Buzztime Trivia. And we're going to focus more on BMOs rather than Player Plus points, because it's going to be the one that's integrated with the POSs. And, remember in old Buzztime, there's a lot of fraud that the old management team let or just ignored for whatever reason. And with BMOs, we have it all locked down. So we can't do that with Player Plus points, but we have this new currency called the Buy Me One, and that's the one that will do it, and that'll be on Trivia pretty soon. Okay, those were all of my points. And if I'm ready to turn it over to Michael, and I'm ready to answer any questions then.
Sure.
Right?
So yeah, we will. We're using Google Meet this time, so it's a little different of a process. You can either type out a question in the in-call messages section. There's it says chat with everyone down in the bottom right-hand corner if you're on desktop, and you can write in either your question there, or you can unmute and answer and ask a question via voice if you'd like, if you feel comfortable doing that. So we'll hang out for a little bit, and then if you do have a question, just either raise it, let us know, and we'll answer a question.
So everybody has to upgrade to the new VGN. Is that what so all the questions will be the same across all the platforms? Is that right?
Eventually, there's only going to be one platform, just BGN. And but SitePC, what's that?
So eventually, then, not. I thought you were saying something when I logged on about that you guys were kind of switching everybody over. I guess that was
yes. Site PCs are not being supported anymore, and we're going to have to force that people to switch over to BGN. Site hubs, we are going to allow them to be around for a little longer, but site PCs are no longer supported. We're not switching them off right now, but we are not repairing them or maintaining them at all. So we've been calling everyone, just so the players know. We've been calling, email, texting. We still have some old customers that just never gave us the current list, and so we will be switching them off with warnings, but we will be switching them off.
Okay, so the site PC is the old system with the tablets, and the site hub is the newer one that kind of plugs into the TV with the little smaller silver box thing. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. There are three platforms right now. The site PC is like an old school Windows PC, and the site hub is the silver box, and the only one that we're supporting is the black one. That's the one that's being supported and positioned to be the future.
What's your time date looking at on getting everybody switched?
The site PC is going to be very soon. Very soon. Okay. We're not going to give you an exact timeline of when we're going to turn the last one off, because it's too many different variables. But we've said, we'd stop supporting in June, and that's what we're doing. Okay. So, and it's far superior. That's what I want to get across, is that it's only the fear of the new thing, that's getting people, that's preventing people from upgrading. Of course, well, I should say, and then of course, every bar owner is an entrepreneur and has 1,000 things to do. So they would put it off if they could, if they got to upgrade the AC or get a new fryer or whatever it might be. So those are the two hesitancies, but there will be a lot less labor from our customers because there will be no battery problems, and it's a far superior experience because of all the things I told you about Bar Hero, about the better and bigger tablets, and about Bingo and all those other things.
Cool. That was my question.
Thank you, Dave.
All right. So we had a couple questions in the in-call messages. So Edward asked, given the phase out of site PCs and having Buzztime servers handle game processing, are old issues like time lags between different sites also going away?
I certainly think so. With that sort of thing, it's never say never, because we have customers from Miami to Anchorage, from San Diego to Halifax, Nova Scotia. So I think it's been working good. But if you see anything, just let us know.
All right. And then from Sarah, current customer, asking, hi, while using Buzztime Live Trivia, I have tried to get the box to switch over to show the spectator mode for live trivia, but it doesn't load past the waiting for start of host. Just kind of wondering if there's an update on that issue that we've come across.
Yes, I think we should have that answer solved by this week.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, the answer for you, Sarah, is this week we should have some answers and clarity for you. But again, appreciate you letting us know.
Yeah, and Sarah, if you ever see that in the future, or you have any problems at all, you can just email customer support at buzztime.com, and they'll help you out or give you an update as it needs be. And if you want to email me any more broader questions, aram@egames.com. Of course, you can email me customer support issues too, but I will most likely just forward them on. But if you have constructive criticism on the games or on anything, just email me at aram@egames.com.
All right. We'll wait on and see if any other people have some questions.
Yeah, this is Harry. You've been advertising the Buzztime Poker. Is that going to be available through Buzztime Bets app, or is that part of the BGN as well?
Well, that's one and the same. So the BGN Black, the Chrome box, is needed for that. But yes, we have a partnership right now with a third party called Poker Now, that any BGN can subscribe to, and then we're working in house to develop Buzztime Poker for the BGN, and that will be on what we call the Buzztime Bar display, the bar's TV.
So
is that what you mean, Harry?
The BGN, then you could either play trivia, bingo, or poker. Is that how it's going to work then?
You can play there's much more than that. There's the network trivia, effectively the scheduled trivia from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. There's the live trivia, which most of the players, by the way, on Buzztime social media don't know about or don't play, but it's what we're called self-hosting game show solution. So bar owners can just need a microphone and a charismatic host, and they can host their own events, starting with trivia. And that comes from our database, which, as far as we know, is the biggest trivia question database in the world. And we have over 300 live trivia games on Buzztime Live Trivia right now. But we also have other games, and we're going to move into a new venture that's going to be a full-on game show suite. So everything, we already have a game like Family Feud and a game like Name That Tune, and we're going to have a bunch more games that you will know about. And all of them will allow the players to win BMOs and hopefully get, if it's up to the bar owner, integration into the point of sale system, so they can become the Buzztime Bar Hero. If you know that business, there are third-party firms that charge $150 to $200 US for one night, and they provide the person and the questions and answers and scoring, of course, because that's what the person does. But if you are the bar owner, all you have to do is get a mic and learn how to be an Alex Trebek, and you can save, easily $600 a month just from moving over to Buzztime.
Okay, and one final question. If a site is listed as deactivated, does that mean they haven't paid their bill?
Yeah, pretty much. It means something like that, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It could mean like they permanently canceled too. It's either they haven't paid their bill for a certain amount of time, usually 60 days, or that they've canceled and they haven't gotten out of the database, but you can't play there.
All right. If there's anybody else have any questions, feel free to unmute and ask. I don't see any in the chat currently. Dave?
Oh, I was just I was listening on the poker thing. So there's a third party they'd have to subscribe to get poker.
No. We have that partnership. So and we're building it in-house, but currently we have the partnership where with Sagan, the account manager, they would just ask, okay, we want our club, our room on Poker Now, and Sagan would get it for them. It's part of the subscription. From their point of view, it's part of the subscription. We didn't write that poker, but because we want it more integrated into the Buzztime bar display, as well as into our new currency which will integrate into point of sales, we decided to write our own, which is coming out very soon, which will look very similar to the old Buzztime poker, but in a more contemporary way. It'll be more, in my opinion, aesthetically pleasing, and it looks good on your customers' phones or our tablets. And just wanted to make sure, one other thing I've heard from a few customers, when I say you can offer everything is the same, I didn't mean like down to, each pixel. Like we've changed a few things in the pixels aesthetically to make them more contemporary. And some of the game mechanics are a little different. And 1 on 6, which people have noticed the most, we couldn't get it going with the game engine in the cloud compared to having a game engine in each PC in the customer's bar. So hopefully everyone understands when I say you'll be able to offer everything, it doesn't mean like an identical twin. But then again, we're offering a lot more than on-site PC.
Excellent.
Okay, great. Thank you. And are there any other questions, Michael?
I do not see anything in the chat. So yeah, I think that's everything. So Aram, if you want to give any final remarks, we'll kind of wrap up the call here.
Sure. So the sum up of the call is that the site PC is no longer being supported. Everyone will be transitioned very rapidly. It's hard to know exactly when, but the incentive is obvious. It'll be much better for your business to migrate right away. It's a far more robust platform, and it's integrated into all major point of sale systems. The tech support costs for labor costs from your end will be minuscule, and all you have to do is just give us a call, and we'll ship it out and give you the training. And you'll be able to, and this is one of the key goals I've had for the 4 years I've owned this company, is to be able to offer entertainment for everyone in the bar every day of the week. That's the goal. It'll be bingo, trivia, game shows, fantasy sports, and you'll be able to do it 7 days a week for everyone. So I will give you an update next month on where we are in that vision. And if you have any questions, just ping us, go to customer support@buzztime.com, or if you want to give me feedback, just email me at aram@egames.com. And with that, we'll call it a day. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody, for joining.